Hi there, welcome to BA Consulting Pro. If you are looking to make your career with Microsoft Fabric and ready to appear for Microsoft Fabric Data Engineer Certificate exam, then this video is for you. This is DP-700 tutorial, and this is the very first video, which is the introduction for DP-700 exam. What is DP-700 exam? What are the different topics that has to be covered into this one? How you can register for that exam, how you can prepare, and everything else you are going to get to know in this quick video. So if you are interested, please stay tuned with me till the end of this video, and I'm going to let you know everything about it. My name is Ajay Kumar and you are watching me on BI Consulting Pro. If you are over here for the very first time, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon, and also if you like this video, please do share it with your friends and your colleagues so that they can also learn something new and they can grow in their career. Well, enough all the talking. We are talking about the Fabric Data Engineers Associate exam. This exam is really important because this is going to help you to prepare the data for further data analytics operations, or maybe to create a report. This involves a lot of different steps and different processes, which you are going to get to know one by one whenever we are going to publish one video each week. This is the very first video where I'm going to introduce you with DP-700 exam. Now let's head over to my screen where I'm going to show you what you need to do. Well, very first you would see that the Microsoft Certified Fabric Data Engineer Associate, that means this is DP-700 exam. Now, if you would see at the bottom of this, it's also saying as a Fabric Data Engineer, you should have subject matter expertise with data loading patterns. This is very important. What are the different data loading patterns, data architecture, and the orchestration process? In short, as a data engineer, you are going to do the ETL work. You are also going to help to manage and govern the data in Microsoft Fabric platform. On Microsoft Fabric platform, there are different personas such as data warehousing, real-time analytics. Then there is the Power BI, data engineering, data science, AI, ML, etc. So you have to choose which way you would like to go. Like I have mentioned previously, whether you are a data engineer, data scientist, BI engineer, or someone else related to data field, then this platform is for you. There are different personas and you can choose either all of them or just one of them. But you should have a knowledge about that. And that's why it's really important to showcase your skills that you appear for this exam. Now, here's at a glance, you would see that this level is the intermediate level. Product is, of course, Microsoft Fabric. Your role would be as a data engineer. And then the subject is data engineering. In this guide, you are going to find a lot of different videos, but the most important part is over here, that your responsibilities as a data engineer would be to ingest and transform the data, securing, managing an analytics solution, monitoring and optimizing an analytics solution. So these are the major responsibilities. But underneath that, there would be a lot more. You have to just prepare yourself that you are going to work as a data engineer on Microsoft Cloud Platform. Underneath Microsoft Fabric Platform, you would find that it is based on Microsoft Azure Platform, and also there are lots of components of databricks. If you are really making your career on Microsoft Fabric Platform, then it would be really good if you have at least some knowledge about Microsoft Azure data analytics services as well as Databricks. If you don't know, don't worry. We have already created all the tutorials for you, which are completely free for you. So please do check the links in the description section, but also we request you to join our channel, become a member of our family. This way you can support us and we can publish more and more free contents for you. This won't cost you more than a cup of coffee. That's our promise. So help us out. Join our channel, become a member of our family, and take advantage of all the free contents that we are publishing for you. Now, let's go further. So in this exam, there would be different modules like you can see over here. Microsoft Fabric Data Engineer exam. It has a lot of different topics such as ingest data with Microsoft Fabric, implement a data lakehouse with Microsoft Fabric, real-time intelligence, implement a data warehouse with Microsoft Fabric, and at last manage a Microsoft Fabric environment. That means how you are gonna govern all the items over here. But please do remember that these are the main highlights of this. Underneath that, there are the different chapters in each module of these, which we will go one by one. For example, we would start with the data flows Gen 2. That would be our very first chapter when we are going to start with ingest data with Microsoft Fabric. You would understand what is ETL or ELT, how we are going to use data flows Gen 2, etc. But please do remember that if you have no idea about Microsoft Fabric, then we have already created how you can get started with Microsoft Fabric. Also, how to appear for DP-600 exam, what are the different modules, and how you can start learning them. Please do check again the links in the description section where you would get to know everything. And we request you to please start sharing this with your friends and colleagues, because we have seen that a lot of people are watching our video but still not subscribing the channel or not joining this. This way you can definitely support us, and not just us, you can also support to your friends and colleagues who would like to grow in their career. Let's make this as a habit. Start sharing your knowledge, because sharing is another form of caring. So let's care for others. Let's spread this data knowledge to everyone so that everyone can grow and we can build a greater data community together. Now, if you would like to practice some of the exams, you can directly go over here, and here you would get some of the practice exams. You just need to sign up with your email address. And once you are going to do that, it would ask you a couple of steps, and then this is why you can definitely prepare for your exam. Over here, you're going to get a set of sample questions, which are the 50 questions, and that's going to help you to practice for your exam if you have already gone through all the materials. We would try to finish this course probably in 1 to 2 months time, and that is required because you have to go through all the documentations. You have to also practice. So I would definitely suggest you to stick with us. Every week we are going to publish one video. You should also stick with us. You should start reading the documentations, the links that we are providing in the description section. Starts also practicing the same and try to apply inside your organization. That's how you can get hands-on knowledge and you can easily clear your exam. Once done, then you can use these practice assessment which are going to help you to clear your exam. Now, over here, another part is experience demo. You can also launch the sandbox where you can literally try it out yourself. For example, if I'm going to click over here, this is going to open another page, and which is going to be your demo one. That means it's a replica, or just it's going to give you the same environment that you are going to get it when you are going to start your exam with Pearson. So I generally booked with Pearson. You can appear for exam either going to a center or just at your home, and this is how it appears. So it's going to give you all the summary. It's your sandbox. You can start next. You would get to know all the formats, etc. And if you have already appeared for any of the Microsoft exams, it's the same. I'm not going to go over there, but yes, this exam includes 14 questions. You have a lot of time. You can pause it and you can start appearing again. But I'm not going to go this one, so I'm going to cancel it, both of these. Now, in order to take your exam, you get certain information over here. You would have 100 minutes to complete the assessment. These are some of the exam policies, etc. But please take your time. I'm going to again provide you a link in the description section. Do check that out, and then you would get all the information. If you still have any questions or you have any feedback, please do let us know in the comment section so that we can help you out. Now, if you would like to schedule the exam, the process is very similar like all other exams. So you have to just open into a new tab. You have to write your address, etc. Then you have to click and submit. But please do this one. And then there's another part, which is the fee, which is one of the most important one. In United States, in 165, however, if you would go to, let's say, another part, I'm going to go for basically for India, where it's going to be quite cheaper as compared to United States. It's 4,865. However, here I would also like to emphasize that please do appear or participate in Microsoft Cloud Skills Challenges, where you have always a chance to earn a free certificate. Not only that, you can also connect with your managers or your supervisors who can help you to guide whether your organization reimburse your certification exams or not. Generally, there is a policy for learning in every organization. That means whenever you are appearing for certification exam, they offer you the reimbursement for the certification fee. Not only that, certain organizations also have a contract or a kind of agreement with Microsoft where they can directly redirect you to a portal. You can just register for your exam and directly can go and appear. So please do check before you spend your own hard-earned money. There are multiple ways even to get certified without spending any money. But in case you need any more help or you still have any questions, please do let me know in the comment section. Now, this was it for this one, but if you would like to go through these different modules, I would highly suggest you to go through that. However, before ending this video, there's one very important highlight which is over here. The English language version of this certification exam will be updated on April 21st, 2025. Review the study guide linked in the certification resources section for the details about upcoming changes. So please do not forget that there would be always certain updates over there. Before I end this video, I would also like to emphasize that whenever there is a new update for this certification exam, I'm going to create an additional video so that I can update. That means once this series is going to get finished, I'll check on regular basis all the updates over there. So if there would be new content, I'm going to publish it. However, let's suppose you are watching this video after 1 year of publishing this one and you feel there was some new updates. So don't worry about that. Still all the contents would be related, and whenever there would be new video, I'm going to add into that particular section. That's how we do it. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any question and concern, please do let us know in the comment section. Also, we would like to request you once again, please join our channel, become a member of our family, support us so that we can create more free contents for you. If you really like this video, please give us thumbs up and also do share with your friends and colleagues. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring the world of data, and I'm gonna see you in our next video.